Hey everyone, so I'm back again for another video. This time around I have more 6th gen video game pickups. I have a good stack of GameCube, Xbox, and PS2 games, and let's get right into it. I also have one Game Boy Advance game, so we'll see what it is. So starting off, I went to this sort of used bookstore. I had never been there before. I was just walking down the street, and right at the entrance of the store I noticed just a wall full of books, DVDs, CDs, everything sort of mixed together. And I go ahead and ask the guy if he sells games too. And he says yes. And I asked him, is there a specific section for them? And he said, no, everything's just mixed together. So I asked him, what's the price? And he says, well, he gives me his whole breakdown on the prices. And he tells me that video games are $6.99. But if I buy like a stack of them, he'll give me a better deal. The better deal was only just $1 off per game, so $6 per game. But still, in the end, that was a good enough deal. I looked around, and there were a ton of games there, but a lot of them were either missing parts or the wrong disc was in the case, and I couldn't find the actual case for them, or they were just empty cases, and it was kind of sucky. I saw a couple of games that I was kind of interested in, but they just had the wrong games in the cases. But these are the games that I grabbed, and I will start out by saying that I also found Super Mario Sunshine, the Player's Choice Edition, without a manual, but I went ahead and traded that in, and I put that towards a game that you will be seeing in another one of my videos. So that's not here for me to show you right now. But the other games I got are Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. So now I have the complete Metroid Prime collection, other than Metroid Prime Trilogy collection. I don't have that. Finally got a copy of Luigi's Mansion, and both of these are without their manuals. Next, I wish this was the complete version of the game, but at least I get to try it out, is the demo for Conquer Live and Reloaded. The next game is based on a TV show that I really liked growing up, and it's also a type of game that I like. It's a 4-player sort of a beat 'em up, and it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus for the original Xbox, and I was just happy to add that to my collection. And the next are the 2 PS2 games that I found at the store. Both of them were complete, and I was happy to add both of these to my collection. The first one here is Resident Evil 4. Now I have Resident Evil 4 on all the platforms it was released on, so that's a good thing. And the other game is Twisted Metal Black. Now this game here, I had tried several times getting it from EB Games, but every time they would either have the wrong disc, or the disc would be missing, or it would be just disc, no case, and I couldn't be bothered with that. So when I found it at the store complete, I went ahead and grabbed it. Next up, I went to meet someone for a Kijiji deal. They had some Game Boy games I was interested in, Donkey Kong Land and Donkey Kong Land 2. Those are the games I was going to meet up this guy to buy. But he also had all of his other games that he was selling in his trunk, so I went ahead and took a look. He was meeting up someone just on the other side of the subway station that I met him at, and he said, well, you're here early, so how about you also take a look at the other games I have? So I took a look at the games he had, and one of the games he had was disc only, but I had the case and manual for it, so I knew I had to get that. The game was Mario Kart Double Dash, and because I had the case for it as well, I already had this game, I went ahead and traded it towards another game that, again, you will see in another video. And the other game that I got was also a GameCube game, and it was thankfully complete, and it's just the regular edition, not the Player's Choice, or whatever it is, Player's Choice. It's Kirby Air Ride, and I was just happy to get this. Now the disc is a little bit scratched, but I tried playing a whole bunch of it, as much of it as possible, and I haven't encountered any problems yet, so it should be fine for the most part. And the price I ended up paying, I paid a total of $25. I got the two Donkey Kong Land and Donkey Kong Land 2 games, and I also got this and Mario Kart Double Dash, all four of those games for $25, and I think that was a good deal because originally he had this and Mario Kart Double Dash listed as $20 each in his ad, but he was just really interested in getting rid of the games. He said he had them in a box in his attic for the longest time, and he just wanted to get rid of everything. So it was good for me. Then I went to the store that I go to every so often called Buy and Sell Kings. I don't really find much there. They had this game for $3.99, and I had another one in the series, so I went ahead and grabbed this. It's for the Game Boy Advance. It's Naruto Ninja Council. I saw it. It was cheap. I was gonna get Final Fantasy Tactics for the Game Boy Advance also, but they had it priced a little too high. It was like $12.99, and I wasn't gonna pay that for the game just on its own. And then today I went to this thrift store that's close by to me. I go to it every so often, and they have reduced the prices of their Xbox and PS2 games down to $2.99. And one of these is a game that I had seen last time I went to the store, but I decided to leave it behind because I just didn't have the money to spend on it. Even though it was $2.99, I just didn't have the money. The game was Blood Rain for the original Xbox, and the other game that I saw today that I went ahead and picked up was SSX 3. I like the series. I like snowboarding games really, and this one, I don't know. It looked interesting enough, so I had to go get it. But those were $3 each. And that's it for 6th Gen pickups this time around. That's all I got. I got some great titles in there, and hopefully I get to add more in the next coming days. And as always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And as always, also check out my Facebook, my Twitter, my website. They're all linked in the description below. And that's it. See ya.